Have you ever wondered what goes into the creation of every paycheck? Imagine a finely tuned system where precision meets compliance, ensuring that every employee is paid accurately and on time. In today's session, we embark on a journey that uncovers the intricacies of payroll preparation, processing, and reporting. A journey that instills confidence and builds trust within any organization. This instructional guide is designed for payroll administrators, tax professionals, BAS agents, and HR personnel who are responsible for navigating and managing every detail of the payroll process. Before we dive into the technical specifics, it is essential to understand that a secure, well-structured payroll system is not only a legal requirement, but it also provides a strong foundation for financial integrity and organizational efficiency. A comprehensive payroll policy acts as the blueprint for these operations. It outlines the fundamental principles and procedures required to record data, calculate deductions, manage discrepancies, and comply with legislative mandates. In essence, every step in the payroll journey builds robust trust between the employer and the employee. We begin our exploration with the critical first step, payroll system preparation and system setup. This phase involves collecting accurate employee data, names, tax file numbers, superannuation funds, and pay rates. It is imperative to validate the organizational policies that underpin payroll operations while ensuring that every piece of information meets the necessary legal compliance. Imagine the visual of a data collection diagram, where each employee record is meticulously entered into a computerized payroll system. This system is the backbone that processes work hours, calculates wages, and records deductions accurately. Setting up the system requires more than just data entry. It means configuring the software to handle various calculations, from regular wages and overtime to bonuses and allowances. The correct tax rates, including pay-as-you-go, PAYG, withholding tables, and installment rates, must be integrated accurately. With visual aids such as flowcharts and tables, the user is guided step by step through the process. This attention to detail helps prevent typical errors that could otherwise lead to significant discrepancies in payroll processing. As we transition into the heart of the payroll process, it is time to address the legislative and organizational requirements. Every payroll professional must ensure that statutory obligations such as PAYG withholding, PAYG installments, fringe benefits tax, FBT, and various state-specific taxes are meticulously followed. The process involves calculating the gross pay of an employee, applying the correct tax deductions, and arriving at the net pay. Think of it as a balancing act where each deduction, from pre-tax contributions like superannuation to post-tax items, plays a vital role. The visual demonstration might include a detailed chart that outlines each step of the calculation, from gross income to net income. Next, we move into the domain of payroll calculation, recording, and reconciliation. Picture a scenario where each pay period is neatly verified against both timesheets and ledger entries. Payroll reconciliation, the process of ensuring that the amounts paid match the recorded transactions, is essential to maintain financial accuracy. In this segment, we explore not only the procedures for reconciling data, but also the tools and formulas that help identify and correct discrepancies. For instance, an employee may receive a net salary that appears lower than expected. Through reconciliation, you verify that all appropriate deductions, such as income taxes, Medicare, and insurance, have been correctly applied. Visual aids like comparison tables and error correction timelines provide clear examples of how discrepancies are resolved. Challenges in reconciliation are common. Errors can occur if employee time records are missed or if the payroll register includes incorrect standard hours. In these instances, the pre-payroll report serves as a diagnostic tool. By resetting the payroll ID and rechecking the pre-payroll selection criteria, any missing or incorrect data is swiftly corrected. This segment emphasizes the importance of a systematic approach to error detection and resolution. Encountering and overcoming these challenges builds a resilient payroll system that confidently supports your organization's financial health. After ensuring that every transaction is reconciled, we move to the next phase, making arrangements for individual payments. Here, the payroll process extends beyond just numbers. It involves adhering to approved organizational authorization policies for dispersing individual payments. The procedure specifies that only designated managers or payroll officers are allowed to authorize the disbursement of funds. This measure is vital to safeguard against unauthorized alterations and to ensure that payroll payments are processed accurately, following the predefined timelines. For those navigating this process, it is crucial to follow a strict timeline. Preparing and distributing individual pay advice or payslips are key tasks that must adhere to the organization's internal deadlines as well as statutory requirements. Payment summaries, for example, must be provided to employees by the stipulated dates, such as by mid-July after the financial year concludes. This segment reinforces the importance of collaborating with human resources and finance teams to ensure that the information on payslips is both complete and accurate. Detailed visuals, such as sample payslips and distribution timelines, underscore essential elements, from gross income and tax deductions to net payment details. Furthermore, our journey into payroll does not end after payment. The final, yet ongoing, phase of payroll management involves comprehensive documentation and secure record keeping. Accurate documentation is indispensable for compliance with tax regulations and for providing evidence during audits or specialist reviews. Organizations are required to keep payroll records for several years, sometimes up to 7, to verify the integrity of the payroll process. Visual depictions of secure digital archives and traditional filing systems illustrate how companies retain records, an essential practice for preventing data loss and ensuring transparency. The importance of documentation extends to managing payroll reporting through tools like Single Touch Payroll, STP. STP streamlines the reporting process by automatically transmitting payroll data each pay cycle to the relevant taxation authorities. This integrated approach minimizes manual errors and ensures that all statutory obligations are met promptly. We see here a transformation from what used to be a cumbersome manual reporting process into a seamless digital operation, a true testament to modern payroll management. Alongside these technological advancements, the human element remains critical. Payroll administrators must continuously review and update payroll categories, adjust tax tables, and confirm that any changes within the organization, such as new hires, terminations, or organizational restructuring, are promptly integrated into the system. Picture a well-managed control panel on a sophisticated payroll system interface. Here, every detail, from individual employee adjustments to overall statutory compliance, is monitored and updated, ensuring that the organization remains both current and legally compliant. Inevitably, there are moments when errors still occur despite the computer system's best efforts. When reconciliation errors come to light, the proactive approach of resetting payroll IDs, revisiting selection criteria, and reprocessing pre-payroll data becomes imperative. Addressing such issues often means making swift yet careful corrections, thereby reinforcing the integrity of the entire payroll system. The journey through these troubleshooting stages is not just about rectifying mistakes. It is about fostering an environment where every employee feels secure and confident in receiving their rightful compensation. Moreover, The management of payroll often involves addressing exceptional cases, such as employee terminations and subsequent payment disputes. When an employee is terminated, the payroll process must adhere strictly to both legislative guidelines and organizational policies. The procedures for termination payments include a detailed review of the employee's wage records, ensuring that all due payments are settled correctly. In difficult circumstances where disputes arise, a specialist review may be warranted. In such cases, having detailed documentation and a clear chain of accountability is essential. This careful handling of sensitive issues not only upholds legal standards, but also demonstrates a commitment to fair and just procedures. Reflect on the meticulous steps required from the initiation of payroll preparation to the final documentation of payroll records. Each stage, whether it is capturing accurate employee information, calculating complex tax deductions, or reconciling extensive ledger entries, is interwoven with a commitment to compliance and precision. Every element of the process is in place to ensure that at the end of each pay period, employees receive accurate payments while the organization remains protected against regulatory risks. As our extensive guide draws to a close, we circle back to that initial question regarding the safety and accuracy of your payroll system. Today, we have delved into every facet of the payroll process, from initial system setup and legislative compliance to calculation, reconciliation, and meticulous documentation. We have seen that a robust payroll system is the result of continuous attention to detail, a persistent commitment to accuracy, and an unwavering adherence to legal obligations. The thoroughness with which payroll tasks are executed in your organization directly impacts not only financial stability, but also employee morale and overall business efficiency. A well-prepared payroll system is more than a set of procedures. It is a foundation of trust and accountability for every individual within the organization. To conclude, remember that precision in payroll is not just about numbers. It is about upholding the integrity of your organization and ensuring that every employee is valued and compensated rightly. Your role in maintaining an error-free, compliant, and secure payroll system is paramount. Stay vigilant, be methodical, and continuously refine your processes to match the evolving technological and legislative landscape. Ensure that your payroll system is securely set up, updated for legislative compliance, and that all payroll processes are meticulously documented and reconciled to guarantee accurate and timely employee payments.